Hello, welcome to the Honest Wargamer. Nailed it. I'm your host, Rob. Welcome to Stream Street Day 3 billion. Oh, the chat's in the wrong place. This is going to work. Just to start the show off, I turned the stream computer on this morning, and it did a big explosion, and it didn't work. So I've just kit bashed a kit together very quickly. Thankfully, all of the computers here are streamable, but unfortunately, it's not my home. It's not where I've been for 450 days, so I feel super unsure. I'm not sure how the audio is. I'm hoping the audio is okay. Let me know. But yes, so I'm out in the arena. Actually, I'm on the outside. Normally, I'm behind a wall over there. The audio's good. So good. That's big pleasures. But now I don't have like 3 screens where I can see one screen and what's going on that screen. I don't have any of that. So now I feel a little bit confused, is all I'm gonna say. But I didn't want to let the stream streak down. And so I don't really have like my points. I was gonna like put the points up, but I've like just been panicking for 30 minutes trying to like fix the computer to no avail. So anyway, it doesn't matter. No, I'm sat at the bar, Dave, because Dave's been to the arena, so he knows. So I'm sat at the bar right now, which is quite nice, actually, sitting at the bar. This isn't bad. Like, if I could get a couple of nice bar stools and I could set up a couple of extra screens, I mean, it would be super awkward for whenever we ran an event, but I don't mind it. Hot Sauce Teddy, thanks for resubscribing. What's going on? Hey, Bobbin. I was replying to you, Bobbin, by the way, on Discord, and then the computer blew up. So I'll re-message you in a bit. Normally we get Sin Rob. Today it's Bin Rob. That's right. That's a 3D printer farm behind me, just doing all its work. So that's where they normally sit. Anyway, this is hey everyone. I hope you're well. I was going to discuss the points again from last night because still, I don't know, like everyone else, still processing. So much still to think about, so much still to learn. Hey, Swode Madden, thanks. Hey, Diadrin. Yeah, the tables are cool, man. Beneath there is Henry's coat of paint. There's some of his, whatever they're called, some Titanicus tiles is what they're doing. Hey, Dreadmanny. Oh, this is like through the keyhole. Yeah, I guess. I'll show you the rest of the venue, but I haven't cleaned up, so you're not going to get that. Hey, Kogo Fort. I was really hoping that Cruel Boys point drop, but sadly no. Me too, but they didn't happen. Jimmy Connius, there's actually 7 3D printers there. I managed to line them up at such a perfect angle that you can't really see them. Although 4 of the 7 currently aren't working, so that's great. Hey, Owen, can we all just shout out Owen in the chat? Happy birthday to Owen in the chat. That's fun. So we should do that. Hi, trying to digest the Skaven changes at the moment. Yeah, same. Does anyone feel like I currently need a 3rd Carnosaur now we've got points? Out not. I love that. 2 of my armies are dead. Fireslayers and Slanesh is taken. I'm sorry about that. Actually, Harkin, I don't know if it's of interest to you. Oh my god, I can hear myself so much. I hate this. I hate being somewhere new. I do not like change. Anyway, if it's too echoey, please let me know. The happy birthday, Owen. Yes, I would say that there is a great opportunity. Yeah, that's the right words. There's a great opportunity with Fireslayers to play the Auric Hearthguard, so the shooter ones. If a lot of people are taking monsters, then anti-monster tech, I think, is going to be really good. I kind of agree. Hey, Smorgan, big love to you. I was actually going to message you, Smorgan, see if you were free, but the computer blew up, and now I can't call people in, or I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, so apologies. I found 125 points in my Iron Jaws list. It says Riddlesworth. Welcome to the age of Brute. That's good. Oh, thanks, Owen. Don't you gift subscriptions on your birthday? Fucking Owen. Owen! It's your birthday. Happy birthday to Owen. Oh my god. Owen Oxlong. Fucking hell. I prefer giving than receiving. Me too, bud. Hey, that's going to do us really well in the dating scene, so... Oh, happy birthday to you. Right, AOA Shorts in spreadsheet covering the changes. Can I get that's 100% true? I don't know if I can. Maybe I can get that sheet up. 1 second. I think I got that. I might be able to show it on the screen. GHB changes. Let's see if I can bring it up on the screen. I'm on one monitor. I tell you what, one monitor feels like you're living in the dark ages, doesn't it? Hold on. Can I get an image while I'm on just this one computer? Uh-oh, chat. Let's see. No. It's having none of that. It's told me to fuck off. Is it because I've got it closed? Oh, shit. Okay, maybe I can do it now. Nailed it. I'm a fucking legend. Okay, next up. Let's see if we can do this. Yeah, I know who I'm currently signed in as. Alright, this is terrible. Sorry, everyone. I wasn't expecting my computer to blow up instantly, so I was a bit more prepared. Well, I had a show in my head that was prepared. Hey, Hams fan. Hope you're well. Thanks for that. What's everyone saying in the chat? Trying to work out how important bringing monsters is for those extra VP. Joe, I'm not going to bring up the spreadsheet. We can just do this off our head. I have a document with all the models and total points, increases, decreases. Thanks. I've got it as well. Hey, JB2 Switch. Thanks, Chucklebutty. I've got the link. I just can't. I can't multi-screen, so I'm not going to bother doing it. You can see my paws. Can you? Oh, okay. Anyway, so I would say that there's a good Fire Slayers build, personally. I don't know what everyone else is thinking. Where are the fires? Because you could take Auric Hearthguard, is what I was thinking last night. There's loads of winners and losers. The winners seem to be, in my opinion, Gotrek seems like a massive winner, in my opinion. They seem really good. I think KO are in an okay place because they've lost their battalion, but that's fine. Slaves to Darkness will have to change a lot, but the Chaos Sorcerer Lord didn't go up points, and that's pretty massive. And the War Shrine only went up a couple of points, so I think that's fine. Daughters of Cain, massive winners, huge wins on Daughters of Cain. Marathi, that's true. W. Soren, thanks for resubscribing. What's going on? Hey everyone. How did the Cruel Boys fare? Not good, Kegger thought, but we'll wait. We'll wait to see what more of the Cruel Boys are saying. LRL winning so hard, they're not winning at all, I don't think. Yeah, Salamanders are still 120 points, feels like the good thing. Bobbin, thank you very much for resubscribing. The thing that I would say for everyone is I think that we're going to see huge War Scroll and Allegiance ability rewrites in this edition. So we're still waiting to see what that's going to look like, right? We have no clue whether or not that's going to be like. I think we're going to see massive sub-faction changes. I think we're going to see huge overall points changes. Not points changes, sorry, rules changes. So some of those might make sense. Like, I don't think that Shilaxi will have gone up 95 points without her getting a War Scroll change, in my opinion. Like, I don't think that there's any world where Shilaxi doesn't go up points and the War Scroll doesn't change as well. Like, because it would be too insane, is all I'm going to say. Sylvaneth, I don't think, did very well out of it. They got the Colonel Hunters, which is pretty much one of their only units that pulled weight. I can't believe a Tree Lord Ancient went up points. Like, that's pretty crazy, in my opinion. Will FAQs be out tomorrow or on release day? It's a great question because it's Friday today. On release day, I don't know what anyone like. Normally they change. I don't know. I can't remember what they normally do. I would say, I mean, it might just be middle of the week, right? Who knows? Did anyone notice Seraphon and Ali City is a Sigmar? Yes, I did. Judging by how smooth it is in 40k, we'll wait for the updates 3 years from now. I read somewhere there would be day 1 FAQs. I'm pretty certain there'll be day 1 FAQs, but I don't know if that's going to be tomorrow or if it's going to be in 2 weeks. Is it a 2-week pre-order? Got my 1 Keeper of Secrets and 20 Bliss Barb 2k army ready for domination. Jacob Stacey. In your opinion, Rob, is the new world still 2,000 points? Is the new world still 2,000 points, more or less? Do you mean... I mean, everyone went up points, right? And so everyone going up points means... means that everyone's okay, right? Thanks, Hams fan, for donating. Holy crap. 25 gift subscriptions. That's insane. Thank you so much. Happy birthday to Owen for that. That's so nice of you. Thanks, man. That's crazy. Wow, that's crazy. Last night's stream was amazing, thanks. Last night's stream was just a stream of consciousness and me not really understanding what the hell I was doing and how I was feeling about everything. So that's always really intense when that happens. Big shout out, Hams fan, thanks for that. What you printing, by the way? Oh, I'm printing a gun. Not like a shooty gun. Do you guys want to see? One sec. So this is the prize for the 40k event. It's not finished yet, but it's green screened out. That's cool. There you go. So you can see with a gun. So it's a bolt pistol. I don't know if you guys can see that. I've got the filter on, so it's all green screened. So yeah, that's what it's. I'm trying to turn the green screen off. Hold on. It's terrible podcasting. Hey, podcast bros, love you tons. Apologies about that. Host. Oh my god, as if we reached a level 5 hype train when I'm like, my computer's broken and I'm just in the middle of this fucking... the chroma key's off. What the fuck? Maybe it's on the cam. 1 second, everyone. 1 second. No, apparently there's no filters, so I have no idea how this has happened, but sure. But yeah, anyway, that's what it is. That's what I'm looking at. What the hell? Thanks to Zinch Harry for donating £69 to the show. What are you all doing? This is crazy. Thanks, man. That's so nice of you. I don't know what to... Okay. This is, thanks, man. Last night a stream was 5 to 15 points better than last time. Thanks, man. Oh man, thanks, Hams fan. Thanks to Zinch Harry. That's so nice of you. Zinch Harry, are you enemy? Zinch Harry, are you enemy of not Zinch Harry? Of Nurgle Matthew? Fucking hell. Slap a fish. Thanks for subscribing. Right, I don't have a cogent point to make, and I'm really confused about what's going on. As opposed to overlay. No, anyway, like you guys can kind of see the shape of it, right? I'm trying to. There's a handle as well which I haven't stuck on yet. Bush. So that's going to be one of the prizes. Did you guys see the prizes for the Super Series event? Hold on. Let me go see. Do you guys want to go see what one of the prizes is for winning the Age of Sigmar event this weekend? Because it's pretty good. 1 second. I'll go get it for you. Because it's very cool. Show us the prizes. Oh, I've also found the chroma key. Yes! 1 second. There you go! There's the gun! You see the gun? And it's got a little handle. So, I'm going to spray this up. Boop, boop. Yeah, and it's a little bolt pistol. You can win a bolt pistol, which I think is good. Yeah? Can I has it? Yeah, it's a prize for being... for the events we're running here at the thing. I'll go get the trophy. This is a terrible podcast, but I promise it's good. Can we talk about Rob's? There we go. This is the trophy. It's pretty big. It's as big as me. So yeah, powerful hammer. However, this actually is a broken one. Matt Goldsborough one of the winning Bad Moon Loons, dropped his trophy immediately. Is there a wooden spoon up for grabs as well? Yes, I'll get one. Today's a fucking mess. I can't believe this is broken. I feel so weird not being in the office. Anyway, let's talk about the Age of Sigmar points or something. Has anyone got any thoughts at all that we need to talk about? Number one, is there a digital release of any of the books? Because I doubt we're seeing one, which is wild. Because have we heard that we could buy the core rule book or the GHB as digital books? Shackles. We could talk about Shackles. Why is Archeon only 830 points? These are all amazing points. It's wild out there with the new points. It's wild out there. Winner Dave, how many Soul Snare Shackles you got bought in the last 12 hours, do you reckon? How did people not have Soul Snare Shackles anyway? It was quite a good War Scroll before. And now, just for everyone at home, if you cannot charge or run, when does the effect take place? You cannot charge or run if affected by the Soul Snare Shackles. And they have to be set within 3 inches of each other, and they affect units within 6. And so that means, because Nathan helped me with the math earlier, that's a 15-inch line, yeah, if within 6 inches of it. So it's a 15-inch line that you can put in front of your army. So if someone tries to charge you, you're like, no, no charging for you. And then they charge you, and then and then you can stand and shoot, or you can give yourself +1 save. Amazing, yeah. So good. Riemann Nightspear. Stormfiends are probably 315 points because you can give them +1 to hit, stand and shoot with them, and you can Soul Snare Shackles the enemy so they can never fight you. It's going to be ridiculous. Does the way ally work now stop Zinch Archeon list? No, it doesn't, Kiglagen. What you're talking about is... does anyone know the word? It's not allies. For convenience, that's not the right word. What is the fucking word? There's a word for it. Coalition. Thank you, Cabbage. Love you forever. So you can have coalition units. So that's if you take Marauders, which are from the Slaves to Darkness book, and you put it in the Khorne book, which is the Khorne book, they're now called a coalition, which means they no longer have the battle line role in your army. So that means you still need to pay for, if you're playing Khorne, 3 battle line units. That's how it works. That's how it works. So there we go. They're stupid for stand and shoot. Yeah, they're going to be so good. Stormfiends for stand and shoot. I'm super into that. I like the view of the arena. I don't, Scrivo, because the computer blew up, so that's sad times. How long before Games Workshop keeps the prices in line with new points so armies will still cost the same? What points are you talking about and which armies is the question. Blight King spam is dead. Long may that be true. Like, very happy about that. Thumbs. RIP my 30 Blight Kings. I'm so sorry. I mean, Blight Kings, you can still take Blight Kings, but they're just not good. Wait, so I can't use Chaos Warriors as battle line in my Sinesh? Correct, Zipzap. You can't use Chaos Warriors as battle line in your Sinesh, nor Marauders. So you can't. So because what happens is they lose their battlefield role, which is they're no longer battle line. Or maybe what's the wording? Something like that. But yeah, you can't use them. Is there a computer fund, Smorgan? No, not yet. I was thinking of setting up a computer fund tomorrow because this is not going to go well. It's like the day I do not want it to happen, but it doesn't matter. We'll do that tomorrow. That's not a today thing. Today I'm just dealing with it and doing the stream, and then I'm doing an event over the weekend. Sinesh is dead now, right, Curly Joe? I mean, I think Sinesh was dead before, personally. I think now it's just had a bit of a kick in the teeth. I'd like to think... I mean, Chariots are still cheaper. Well, Chariots didn't go up, so... thanks, everyone. I have no idea how much a new computer would be, and I don't even know if I can fix it yet. So I'll try and fix it first, because I don't know what the problem is. It just, I don't know. It just popped, and then it did like loads of weird colours. I'll show you on Twitter. Where can you find the new Shackles rule? All over Twitter, Noobster. But I bet someone in the chat has got a link to the PDF that's got all the information on, so you'll be able to find it there. Ungor Raiders get a buff for 30 plus models. Now they are min 10, so not battle lines. So it's Colonel Cabbage. This is what I mean, right? I think everything is going to get an update. I think everything in Age of Sigmar, yeah, is that what I'm saying? Yeah, I think all of the factions are going to get massive updates. Like, they're going to get rules changes, sub-faction changes, loads. So whether that's tomorrow or the next day. So I think that's actually big positives. I must do huge FAQ on the way, says Colonel Cabbage. Yeah, sad that Hordes of my Skaven are gone. Curious to see what they do with the +1. I see, this is what I mean. So many units don't work now because of the changes to unit sizes that I almost guarantee that we're going to see some change. Or if anyone was going to be unhopeful and anyone was going to be critical of Games Workshop, right? Surely I hold my hand up and it's going to be me, right? I'm going to be the first at the fence. But I got to say that I don't think that they're that blind to what they've done to the game that they've decided to just ignore some of those things, right? So Clan Rats and Plague Monks is still in minimum 20. Yeah, they are, Owen. So I think that they might be fine. Like, it doesn't affect... Some other units are affected, I think. So I would say that I personally am very hopeful for all armies. If you're a Mega Gargant player, you're laughing. And then while in the corner, all of the Mega Gargant players are like, and then all of the Gotrek players are in the other corner being like, we're going to fucking kill so many Mega Gargants. Like, we are going to just absolutely smash. Thanks, MJ Pegasus, for donating £10 to the show. Super appreciated. Loads of love. And thanks to Nick Blackburn for donating 1,500 points. 1,500 bits. Thanks, man. That's fucking... Is that 1,000? 2,000? I don't know what that is. That's loads. Fucking thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks for the raid yesterday on Canhammer. My pleasure. Big shout out to you, Darren, and the gang. You're 1,800. I can't read. And thanks to Bobbin for donating £6.69. I mean, he knights the Slanesh a constant demonstration of ignorance. So Morst in Power, I think there's no way that he knights... There's no way Shalaxi's gone up 95 points and they haven't changed the War Scroll. Like, the spear... So if you guys don't know Shalaxi's War Scroll, she's got this spear called the Soul Piercer, which is like D6 damage, but it's one attack. Just one attack. And so there's no way that isn't going to change drastically, in my opinion. Like, that's got to change. Maybe it's going to go up to 4 or something. But I personally would expect Shalaxi to become like a mega beat stick. Almost guaranteed. I feel like they 100% missed the trick last time. Slanesh upweight for AOS 6, the number of Slanesh. Although I really did love all the people who were telling me that Slanesh actually were pointed for Age of Sigmar 3, watching their hearts fall out their arse when they got their updates. Hey, Cities of Sigmar look really good. Yeah. Thanks, Morgan, for donating £69, 69p to the show. Man, fucking hell. Thank you. I raise my hammer to you, good sir. Thank you so much. Many thanks. Many thanks. I'm not doing that anymore, like a Stormcast guy. That's really nice. Thanks to everyone who's done that. You don't have to. That's fucking cool, though. Frost Hearts is crazy. Let's talk Cities of Sigmar for a minute. Cities of Sigmar, great. Like, Daughters of Cain, big bonuses. Daughters of Cain didn't go up many points. Marathi's still incredible. She's a monster. For achieving all those secondaries, they're really good. Like, so important. Cities of Sigmar, Lumina, the Hurricaneum didn't go up like any points, so that's still massive stonks. Dwardin are in a really good place, massive stonks, especially because you can +1 to hit, and you can do stand and shoot, and they can do shackles in front of their army. Massive stonks for Cities of Sigmar. I think Cities of Sigmar are in such a good place. Like weirdly, and because they don't really have many monsters, I think that's really interesting. Rune Lord's 100 points, that's great. So I think Cities of Sigmar are in a really good place. We should talk about scoring as well. Scoring is amazing now. Like, if you think about it, because scoring's got this really nice seesaw situation. Because if I bring 4 Mega Gargants, let's say, sweet. If I achieve some of the secondaries, I'm going to get bonus victory points for achieving them with my Mega Gargants. However, it also means I've got 4 VP, because in each battle round, if you kill a Mega Gargant, yeah, if you kill a Mega Gargant, you get a victory point. So you'll be potentially giving up 4 victory points, over the course of the game. So the real question is will those 4 Mega Gargants return those 4 victory points that they could give up over the course of the game? So you kind of like, there's a duality, whereas I love the Metamorphosis spell, which turns one of your heroes into a monster, because then what you can do is you can achieve your secondary with your monster, which is your Metamorphosis character, and then they, thanks to Jenny Taylor for donating £5 to the show. I really thought that Jenny Taylor was like someone from yesterday. I was like, oh, Jenny's back. And then I remembered. But anyway, yeah, like, so you can turn your hero into a monster. And so there's that nice kind of like counterplay. Whereas if you do run the 4 Mega Gargants, yeah, then you're actually giving your opponents potential victory points. Whereas if you don't, you can kind of be like, cool, this happens a lot in 40k. I would say one of the things that you might see is people bring in no monsters, like none, and then what they might do is just try and say, right, I'm going to turn my characters into a monster, turn them into a wizard, like a wizard into a monster, and then do something really useful like with that, which I think is an interesting take, especially for like really fighty, kind of like not quite monster characters, because there's also that generic enhancement to turn your character into a wizard. So you could turn a pretty fighty on-foot character into a wizard with a generic enhancement. Then you can... This is just me thinking out loud. So if anyone's got any thoughts, like, this is just what we do, right? This is what happens when you play Age of Sigmar. You just take your hammer and you just have thoughts. That's all you do. Gotrek as a monster. Yeah, so you can't give Gotrek the enhancement, but you can turn Gotrek into a monster. Yeah, you can with Metamorphosis. Only the wizard can cast a spell, will be the monster. Oh, what is the rule on... Hold on. Does anyone know what the rule is? Can you pick an enemy hero? No, sorry, can you pick a friendly hero? 1 second. To the rules. Halalex, thanks for gifting a gift subscription to Gotrek Gunnarsson. Yes! This would be really fun to stream from here if I had more screens, but I don't have enough screens, so this is less fun. Does anyone know where it talks about making stuff a monster? Yes, this is it. This is the one. Metamorphosis. Give me this. Spellcast on a 5 and a range of 12 inches. If successfully cast, pick one friendly hero that is not a monster, and they gain the monster keyword. Yeah, man, you can turn Gotrek into a monster. Gotrek stonks are ridiculous. Ridiculous. Thanks to Ambiguous Pair for donating £25 to the show. Thanks, man. Thanks, that's super nice of you. It's very nice. I shall raise 1 Warhammer to you. Thanks, man. You're all very nice. It's really nice, thank you. I'm not going to be doing that GHB anymore. It's true. It's true. We've all saved £25. Rob, have you heard that some stores have had their Dominion orders cut in half at the last minute with the rest of the stock coming later in August? I have not heard that. Can you roll a crit? I don't really get involved in that sort of stuff. I think local gaming stores are super important to everyone, and I understand that they need to make money. I think that they have a weird business model in just basically relying on another company for giving them some stock so they can make a business. But I don't know what's going on there. So, I hope all local gaming stores get what they need and to survive. Not only survive, but prosper and make great gaming spaces for their local community. That's what I'd say. So I'm very hopeful of that. Gotrek stonks are massive. Light of Ultharion? Yeah, Light of Ultharion. Did he go at points? Because he's a pretty good beat stick, and then you're not taking Teclis anymore, so you can make the Light of Ultharion a monster and just go kill some stuff. That's really nice. Great shout, Diadrin. Why aren't you yelling only the faithful? I don't shout that. It's not good. I'm sure you already said this, but make more Tribe Foot Hero a monster, and boom, 4+ mortals on the charge. Nice, like that. He went up 30 points. That's fine. Hey, Henry Steele, do I need a second cabbage for my... Oh, no, Holan Striter. Didn't read that one at all. Do I need a second cabbage for my iron jaws, or is a rogue idol fine? I'd be a bit concerned about the longevity or survivability of a rogue idol. I'd probably sell a rogue idol and buy a cabbage, if I was you. I saw the people crying about gobos on Twitter. I checked eBay for Gloomspite armies and no one actually did what they said they were doing. Cowards. Now that everything is out, do you think Soulblight was written for AOS 3, says Slay McGrath? Do I think Soulblight was written for AOS 3? No, I don't think it was written for AOS 3. I don't think they wrote anything for AOS 3 because it doesn't make any sense. Because, like, I just don't think anything was written for AOS 3. I think AOS 3 stuff is written for AOS 3. It would be super weird. What we're really trying to do is we're trying to apply logic to madness. You're being like, this doesn't make any sense. Maybe it makes sense if I stick this hypothetical in, that in the future it makes sense. Like, you're just pushing the gates, you're pushing the goalposts on your disappointment, which is why I think Sinesh players feel so bad right now, is they're like, oh, okay, all the points are high because it's an AOS 3 battle tone, and then AOS 3 comes out and all the points go up again, so they feel super terrible, right? So, like, all you're doing is pushing forward that problem. Shiny Company does work well in AOS 3, though. Chuckabutty, 100%. No news on the Mongol. Does 9 Stormfiends coming back with Rally make Monk Scribe potentially viable again? Lee Taylor. I hadn't thought about Rally on 9 Stormfiends. That's great. Isn't 9 Stormfiends, though, like nearly 1,000 points? It's pretty good, though, but if they get hit with Geminids, that's rough. But 9 Stormfiends just in the middle of the board, just blamming away, is pretty meaty, to be honest. I really like that. I think that's good. Yeah. Do we have confirmation on who decides to go first? Yes, it's whoever finishes deploying gets to go first. Jog PLC, I've literally just bought a Gloomspite Gox and I don't care about the changes, just going to roll dice and die. Jog PLC, same with me and the Gloomy Boys. Yeah, I'm just going to be a swamp boggler. Yeah, just swamp boggling around, just being a cruel boy and stabbing people. Probably die, but if I just keep stabbing people, maybe I'll get the right game. First 12 months of a new edition is the best 12 months. So much creative list design variety in the meta. Yeah, and so many heroes and bad guys in the first 12 months. That's what's so exciting. There's so much up and down, or I'm going to take this, I'm going to try that. Like, it's going to be really good. Bro, honestly, Slash got the worst. I know, man. I agree with you. I'm looking at AOS V3 as a net new game, removing War Scroll battalions and now sweeping points changes coupled with core rules means all armies need a rethink. I think that's true, though, T-Man Cash. Like, I think just Shackles has changed all of Age of Sigmar. Just the Shackles War Scroll. Geminids War Scroll, also pretty high up there for just changing the whole game. Stand and Shoot changed the whole game. Those 9 Stormfiends with Stand and Shoot, with more war power. Amazing. Hey, HMS Banksy, stay safe. Is anyone else finding this whole situation rather head-spinning? Yeah, Owen, are you talking about the results? Like, sorry, the points. Yeah, like, this is kind of why next week, while I'm painting, I might just do some longer streams, like 3 or 4 hours, which probably won't be good as podcasts, but they'll just be like me talking with you guys, kind of like a group chat where we hang out, and I might get some guests on where we just hang out, we just kind of talk through it all, because it's so much to learn, right? So many things to take in, I would say. Getting my final shot in 4. So you got it, Bobbin. Stay safe. And also, yeah, like I talked about this on the show already, but with coherency, I would agree that one of the things that's going to be really important are those units that can stick a model down their pants or can chomp out a model from a unit, because you can do some really horrible stuff with that. And so the Daughters of Cain spell that's able to do that as well is to... Oh, no, wait, who chooses? Maybe actually the person of the unit chooses. But anyone where you can grab a model out of a unit is going to be massive. Hey, Speckles! 4-drop the 1 pending proper look at GHB battalions. Command on Trudge. Okay. Get the American dude who plays Loomies back. He was funny as fuck. Who plays Loomies? Lumineth? You talking about Joe? Joe's alright. I like Joe. Thanks to Tar and Admiral for resubscribing, keeping it up. El Dorte, Doomball with gilded horns being made a monster by the Girthing. Not a bad charge tech piece. Yeah, also if you make a monster... No, sorry, if you make a character a monster, so if you make a hero a monster, you get the monster charge thing. So you can give them like D3 mortal wounds on the charge, in addition to whatever they might do. So you could do some pretty decent stuff, or just give them like +1 to hit. It's pretty nice. Yeah, I would say that that's good. Gorgon Stonks are brilliant, says Draconda. Hadn't thought about that. I'm still excited to run Flying Hailing Gotrek in my points reduced cities army into my friend's most expensive goblins. Again, Gotrek big stonks. How do you think Iron Jaws fared? They lost battalions, which I think was a thing, but they didn't lose the +1 damage from the Chanter, and the Chanter didn't go up too many points, so that's quite nice. Some of the prevailing threats that would take out a Chanter kind of went up points, so that kind of equaled out. They can't really stack Ard Boys, which I think is a thing. And also, if there is more MSU, then they could do more smashing and bashing. And smashing and bashing is really good in an MSU meta. So actually, I would say that they didn't do any worse, and maybe a slight gain for Iron Jaws, is what I'm going to say. Bone Splitters, worse, is what I'm going to say. And Pigs, yeah, Parry Gallister, good point. Pigs, so Gorgrunters count as 2. That's pretty impressive, I'd say. Yeah, that's really good. My Iron Jaws playing buddy is hoping War Chanters can buff Bogglers. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping, MJ. That's me. I'm your buddy. I'm hoping War Chanters, because they're in the Uruk's book, that the War Chanters can give +1 damage to the Cruel Boys, and then it's a Cruel Boys summer, baby. Damage 2 on their poking spears. That maybe is why they're 180 points. There can be no other reason. Do you think Cruel Boys is a separate book, or we see newer books with Stormcast Eternals? Do I think? I think Cruel Boys is eventually a separate book. So it should go, right? It should go. Stormcast book. So with all the new stuff. So Dominion box, Stormcast book, Cruel Boys book. But it might go Stormcast book, Warclans book, which would be weird, and no Cruel Boys book. So I'm not really sure what the situation is there. Like, and you would expect them to land at the same time, like the Stormcast book and the Cruel Boys book on the same day, but apparently they're not. So whatever. What if Kragnos ends up with Iron Jaws and split his keyword? Then he could be the new Flying Smashing Rogue Idol. Mr. Tiga, exactly. We were talking about that last night. So if because he's in their bit now, so that means that he is he could potentially get all of the War Doc buffs. You could give him +1 damage. I don't know why he would, but you could. And then all the War Doc buffs. So double his movement and give him fly. Oh baby, big Kragnos stonks to the moon, to the moon. Lee Bromley, yes! In Soul Black Gravelords, can you run a unit of Terrorgeist as they are not listed as single models in the Vengori when they become battle line, or have I got it really wrong? No, you 100% could do that, Lee. It's going to cost you 900 points, and they're going to be terrible because they're just 300-point monsters with no bonuses. Let's be honest, everyone. Hero monsters, thanks to Grimbo Timbo for subscribing, hero monsters are going to be so much better than monster monsters. So why wouldn't you pay an additional 150 points for a Vampire Lord on Zombie Dragon or whatever it is, right, points-wise? Because then they've got access to Heroic Moment, which is just something you cannot overlook. Heroic Moment, yeah. Because that's +1 save and +1 to wound. That just takes the stonks of those hero monsters up to the moon. It means if you're doing a Mystic Shield, you can do that on your unit. So you can have your hero monster run off with his +1 save and go smash face, while your unit that's holding an objective has also got +1 save from Mystic Shield, or they're doing standing. So, and then you've also got another unit holding an objective that's also +1 save from from whatever the defensive one is called. So +1 save from that. So you're like, you've got 3 sources. So those hero monsters are going to be so important. Marathi with +1 save and +1 to wound, like Catacross. Catacross who got cheaper with +1 save. Madness. Nagash +3 Terrorgeist and the spell list complete, says Sam's fan. I mean, you could do that. That would be fun. Like, but then you give up 4 VP, right? For like when you're in a fight, you give up 4 victory points because if any of those die, you give up. But yeah, Nagash got like, did Nagash get 5 points cheaper or something? Yeah, 5 points cheaper. That's top memes. That's top memes. Really happy with that. So in Somnolent Gravelords, a Vampire Lord and Dragon is already a killing machine with up to 4 attacks, 2+2+1, 2, D3+4 damage. Yeah, man. Like, Forgive. Like, really good. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I think it's the monstrous heroes who've done well, not the monsters. So those are going to be really, really key. Bro, you only take all the Terrorgite list once. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. Yeah, you don't do it. I mean, you could do it to try and rally the unit of Terrorgeist, but it's more of a meme. Rallying the Storm Fiends is more of a big deal. That's great, especially with the take cover command ability. Like, the fact you could do 9 Storm Fiends and like someone starts shooting at you, you'd be like, cool, +1 save on the Storm Fiends. Any of them die. So let's say you lose 3 to some shooting from whatever. Yeah, you try and pop a rally on them, and then you roll 3 dice, but like any 6s is massive returns. Like, so good. Like 100% could see running 9 Storm Fiends. I don't think it would necessarily like. And to be honest, this is one of the first times where I feel super uncomfortable saying this. I have no idea how it's going to go. So I just can't wait for tournaments to happen here. Do live coverage. We weren't going to run a Super Series until February, but I might just do another one now, like, or soon, so we can kind of work everything out. Like, there's so much stuff to like learn. It's mega exciting. Stats are going to be good. Stat show. We've done a score sheet. I hope you guys have seen that. So there's a free score sheet you can download. So you could use that to play your games, and your TOs can to buy them, not buy them because they're free. Can download them and use it. Imagine being able to use fake dice on a rally ability. Oh, you can't though, can you? But that's good. Do you see some units getting modifiers to command abilities like a banner with a 5+ rally? Maybe. You'll probably see the same rule like rally, but it'll change. I mean, Stormcast have got 2 characters who are like one character, Yinstra, who's bringing back a model a turn. Madness. So her points for like, so how much is it for the Annihilators? It's 180 points for 3. So if she hangs out with Annihilators, she brings back 3. She brings back 5. So effectively over the course of a game, she's worth 300. She's free. She's basically free. Hey, Nurgle Matthew, big love to you. Tristan, what up? Tristan, by the way, Tristan, if you use the sheets, let us know how they work, please. That would be really good. Now is the best time to get into AOS. Also, Diadrin in the chat, if you are there. People are loving those tokens you made, man. Like, loving them, which is pretty massive love, right? Maelstrom is trash. Don't worry about Maelstrom. You need to paint Shackles. You need to paint maybe Horrorghast, Geminids, not Racist Swords. Sad face. That's good. Life Swarm is also improved, yes, because it's happening every turn, which is pretty good. Viper is still really good at talking about endless spells. I mean, the Wildfire Taurus went up points, which is pretty, like, by 30 points, which is rough. But they can do loads of damage. Like, it could do so much damage now. So much damage to an enemy army. Like, especially because it's, because if the enemy army is MSU, so much damage. It's going to be wild. Sword Ignoring Wards is mental, so it's going to get... I'm not sure about that. Will we see Bull in a Bottle now, Owen? So, Owen, like, just double check this with me, everyone. So if you're running KO and you're running Spell in a Bottle, the rules say that you need a wizard to be able to bring an endless spell. So does that mean you need to ally in a wizard to be able to use Spell in a Bottle? Question to everyone. Hey, Cabbage, yeah, using the sheet now, I'll let you know. Yeah, please do. What is the best army to start getting in for a new beginner, Abyss Walker? That would be in my opinion, I would buy the Ogre Moor Tribe Start Collecting box, which is the Frost Lords on Stonehorn. So you want to build yourself a Frost Lord on Stonehorn. So if you buy 2 boxes, you build yourself a Frost Lord on Stonehorn, build yourself a Stonehorn Beast Riders, and you can build yourself 2 packs of Mournfang. And that's a great start. You probably end up buying 3 boxes and then just keep building Stonehorn Beast Riders. And and Mournfang, and then you've got yourself a really nice army that's really good. That's the starter army I'd suggest to everyone. And thanks Hamsfan for gifting another gift subscription. Man, you guys are being fucking insane today. Thank you. Like, crazy nice. Really appreciate it. KO can't control the spell after they chuck the bottle, says Groty Woty. No, it will become a wild spell. You're 100% right. But some spells that you throw out the bottle aren't wild, or more importantly, they aren't predatory. So specifically, the Warp Lightning Vortex wouldn't be predatory. Hey, Nurgle Matthew, thanks also for gifting a gift subscription. Man, fuck, you're so nice. And thanks, Tywin, for donating 5 gift subscriptions. Fuck. Okay, what are you guys thinking? Tell me what your thoughts are. What have you seen that you like the look of? Like, what ideas have you had in the chat? That's what I want to hear. Thanks, Tywin, man. That's so nice of you. Just arrived, but do we think Geminid is more or less useful now? Some works, I think it's probably more useful now. No, because you couldn't double tap. Its effect before was huge, but obviously they've taken that effect away. So I would say it's still very useful. It's probably less useful because it was game winning before, but I think it's game winning now. It's just more situational. I still think it's very good. We need to expect a really big FAQ. Yeah, Nezel, it's going to be massive. Small as it is, I just like how Gore are viable now, as they are only 5 points more expensive than non-Gore, says Draconda. That's fair. Interested to see what happens to Firestairs now with Hearthguard being 5 min and Lodge going away. Plain old Gavin, like I said, I think Auric Hearthguard are in a really good spot. Honestly, I really, really do. Loads of Auric Hearthguard. You could take so many shooters to fuck up an enemy. I kind of want to write that list, if I'm honest. MJ, sorry to spam the Palisade idea. Just love the idea of protecting things from some of the shooting, which worries me. Yeah, Palisade's always been really strong. It's always been really useful. I think, MJ, to be honest, if shooting does end up being massively important in the game, we should just make sure that we look at terrain packs that benefit us, right? I think that's really important. Sure, I haven't even used the right thing. Does this work? This is the wrong seat. It's meant to look like this. I just realised I've just put you on the... Is this working? Nah, it doesn't work. Fuck. Anyway. Any ideas about cheeky Cities of Sigmar allies for Seraphon? Cities of Sigmar allies for Seraphon. What does Seraphon not have that cities can bring in? Oh, really? Everything that they have is good. So, so what? So you want something from Seraphon? No, you're talking about putting a Cities of Sigmar ally in Seraphon. And honestly, there's nothing Seraphon need from Cities of Sigmar, is what I'd say. Why FEC? What's everyone saying in the chat here? Priests? You can put a priest in. I don't think you need a priest, though. The biggest points change last night was to Slaanesh. So I assume that means we're going to see a big Slaanesh change, basically, is what I'm kind of expecting. Ironbreakers? Yeah, you could do a shield wall, but then what are you shooting over the top, right? It's like, so... I don't know. Personally, I'm very, very tempted now by just having, like, MSU salamanders. So I think that's good. I'm countering the Slaanesh points increase with the fact that they still look class and I can still push them around, says Wolfing Studios. That's a super fair take. Super fair take. They still look really good, so it doesn't really matter. I'm really hoping for an FAQ on Slaanesh. I really am. Honestly, just want to play it. The retreat move, hero buffs, unit buffs, just changes the flow expectations, like the random impact, says HMS Banksy. Yeah, and I also think it rewards players who play a lot, which I think is a huge positive for the game. So core rules-wise, and also gameplay-wise, I think we're in a really good place. I think so. They've done, in my opinion, such a good job. They're doing such a good job with the core rules. The points changes maybe seem a little bit anarchic, is what I'm going to say. So I think that's a fair take. But I think everyone's going to be learning so much at the minute. Everyone's going to be making so many combos No one's really going to, like, the meta's very different. No one knows what the fuck's going on. Already I'm picturing 9 Storm Fiends in a block, and I'm like, what the fuck do I do? I'm already picturing Gotrek being far more popular than he was, and being like, how the fuck do I deal with that little bastard? Like, those things. Archeon is still out there, just being Archeon, being a threat. Now I've got to deal with 4 Gatebreakers, I've got to deal with 3 Gatebreakers, and I've got to deal with one of them and 5 up DPR. That's way more difficult than I originally thought that was going to be. So that's huge. With points hikes across the board, any interest in summoning builds, Daedrin, that's a really good point. So you could potentially do, what's the most effective summoning? I mean, probably some of the best summoning that's available. Shout out to Nogel Matthew from Scrivo. Some of the most effective summoning might come from Tzeentch because of the spell casting that you're going to get from the Twin Stones, Cogs. So you could get a lot of spell casting out of those guys really quickly, but you didn't get a lot of points hikes really to those other than Flamers, and that's pretty tough for Flamers ultimately. Vince must have slapped someone's mum at Games Workshop for the SNES increases. But maybe we're going to see points changes. That's the thing. FEC can get quite a nice batch of free summoning, especially with CP changes, says Sheltog. Yeah, that's true. The problem is they summon the SNES unit. Flamers and Chariots got a point side too, right? Yeah. Taking Cogs and the Spells Law enhancement is a big brain move, says Remy Knight Spear. Yes, I think that's super true. Also, Flaming Swords, whatever it's called, Flaming Weapons as a spell, it's going to be really important, I'm going to say. Alright, that's me done for today, because I've got to tidy up the venue for the tournament that we're holding tomorrow, Age of Sigmar 2, so there'll be so much for everyone to talk through tomorrow, and hopefully that'll just kind of bring the pressure down. Everyone will just have a really nice time, which is the plan. So I'll let you know about that. I'll probably still be streaming from this computer tomorrow here at the bar, because fucking it's a nightmare over there. I'll do some longer shows next week. I'd like to do a longer show today. I have to make sure the venue's really nice for everyone who's coming to play. So that's like high up on my priority. Thanks to everyone who donated like money and gift subscriptions. That's super nice. I will still stream tomorrow, but I don't know what shape that's going to be. It's going to be a bit of a mess. So I'm super disorganized, and I have no idea what's happening with the big stream computer. So thank you for the donations. Maybe they will pay for the repair that I need to make, or I don't know what the situation is right now. So that's very much appreciated. Thanks. Obviously, there's still loads to happen. Like, I get, like, in some cases, I feel like being upset is justified. Don't forget, I always say, being upset is just as justified as being disappointed. But just find a way to process that that's fairly healthy. Laugh about it, take the piss, go for a walk, any of those things, and then come back to it. Maybe the situation will be that some of it gets resolved with these big FAQs. Once we have the big FAQs, we'll know what's happening with everything, yeah, and then we'll try and sort the rest out, okay? So it's going to be good. You guys are amazing. Thanks for hanging out with me every day. It's been wicked, and I'll talk to you guys. Oh, man, Daedrin, thanks for donating £69, man. At the end of the show, thank you. It's very much appreciated. Like, loads of love. Yeah, and if you got any thoughts, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Yeah, love you all. You're amazing.